And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll try the run. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Smith wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after.
Got some room, made it to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The offense. Ego. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen. screen passes, it just never developed. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Smith dropping to pass. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Middleton. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, it makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Gives it on the option. Oh, better look out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll ride Davis here. Got the first down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll... to check him out. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at at the 48.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He might want another play. Smith dropping to pass. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback making checks. Smith wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This one's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield very late in the half. here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just...
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The give out of the gun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Smith dropping to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Right on target this time. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Got his man.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The give to Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the nice punt return is negated by an illegal block in the back. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can... this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the fullback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Middleton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And now on second down for this offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. With the catch, it's Need to the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Plucks it out of the air, and he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal block.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Creates a little room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.